Hey guys, my name is Parker, and this is episode one of my pregame series to the Oklahoma City Thunder games. I just wanted to jump in and start talking about the game tonight, and just talk about everything Thunder basketball for tonight. First of all, today is November 4th, 2021, and the Thunder are playing the Los Angeles Lakers. Lineups for tonight. For the Thunder, I believe SGA will be starting at the point guard. Just to give you a frame of reference, they haven't released the starting lineup for the Thunder yet, so this is all just spitballing for tonight based off previous games. But I would say SGA at the point, Dort at the two, assuming that he's good to go for tonight. He missed last game with I believe, a shoulder injury. Giddey at the three, Bays at the four, JRE at the five, most likely being Favors, actually, that I think about it. I would rather see JRE, but I think against the Lakers, with a guy like Favors, I believe he would want to play. So I think Favors will be starting tonight. I can take a look at the Twitter world to see if I'm right. See if anyone's posted anything about the starting lineup. As of right now, the starting lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder have not been announced, so I'll be looking for that later. But for tonight, for the Lakers, LeBron James is sidelined with continued injury, so he will not be on the floor tonight. So bad news, any casual goers for tonight's game. LeBron will be sidelined. They still got AD and Russ, so they still got a powerful 1-2. And I think when you take away the team's main focal point, I feel like it can be good and bad. There's less of a clear game plan against that team, but they are who they are. So we're gonna go out and do our thing, and we're gonna try our best doing it. And that's what this whole year is about. Like, we're not trying to win a million games. We're just trying to go out there, develop, have fun, and go from there. And sorry, my dogs are fucking crazy, barking. We live right next to the dog park, so they're all barking at all the other dogs there. Let me take a quick weed break. I live in Colorado, so it's cool. Um, um, but for tonight, I think the big focus is gonna be height. It's gonna be their big men against our little men. It's gonna be a battle on the boards. It's gonna be in transition whenever we can hopefully get out and get ahead of them. It's gonna be the same game as last game where we play to our strengths, and our strengths are that we're young, and we're gonna out hustle you, and we're gonna outrun you, and that's the advantage that you get being the youngest roster in the NBA versus the oldest roster in the NBA. That was our game plan in the previous game, so it's not rocket science to try to figure out what the Thunder is gonna do this game, and with us not focusing as much on everything going on and winning games, we're just focused on having fun and progression, and that's all we're looking for. But checking on the pregame, it looks like Dort and Deck are both day to day and haven't been declared in or out yet. On the Lakers, it looks like THT, Wayne Ellington, and LeBron are all out. Looks like Dwight and Anthony Davis are day to day. So hopefully we see a lot of players out there. I don't want anyone to be out injured, so just any of them coming back would be great. Looking at the last five for the Lakers, looks like they're 4-1, so they're doing pretty good, except for that one loss against us on the 27th. But they picked up back-to-back wins at Houston, 119, 117. That's a little close for a Lakers team against probably the second worst team in the NBA. Besides that, going to overtime with San Antonio, that's not great. Only beating Houston by 10 isn't great at home. Of course, losing to the Thunder and then winning by 12 in Cleveland's all right. But the rest of those really aren't very good wins at all. If looking at the Thunder, 99-94 Lakers or Clippers, um, that's not a bad loss. And if you watched the game, you'd see that the Thunder was actually winning most of the game. With Golden State, it was the same story. The Thunder was winning most of the game, and then late, Curry does Curry stuff, and we lose the game. And that's not even bad. These our first five: Lakers, Golden State, Clippers, Golden State, Philly. Like, what were we supposed to win more than one game? Yeah, and like outside of like the first two games, we've looked really solid. So I'm not concerned at all. Um, but going into tonight, I got a lot of high hopes for Giddy. Let's take a look at his stats for the season. He's averaging 11, 5, and 5, which is more exactly 11.3, which is closer to 11, but as averaging 5.7 rebounds and 5.9 assists. That 5.9 assists like really jumps out at me, just because you see so many of 1 second. You see so many potential assists come out of Giddy. There's probably 5 or 6 assists a game that he's missing out on because half the people on our team are dumbasses and they can't make a fucking shot. And I mean that's a little harsh. They're not dumbasses. They are just young players that are still trying to make a fucking like carve out their niche in the league, and that's not anyone's fault. Um, but like I'm expecting a really big game from Giddy. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's gonna score over 20 this game. He's gonna get a double double, and I think JRE will get a double double as well. I think SGA will probably go out and do his thing as well. Final score, I'm gonna say 118 to 104. I think that sounds about right in my head. Lakers winning, but I think that's a good right at a good pace. But yeah, the game starts in about 4 hours. I'm gonna go have a couple more beers and make dinner and get ready for the game. I'm actually making some catfish with Brussels sprouts and asparagus and some potatoes. Um, yeah, I'm safe to say I am from Oklahoma, so gave myself away. But this has been Parker with Basketball Command. I just wanted to give you guys a quick preview of the Oklahoma City Thunder game tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you either after this game or before the next game. See you guys. Bye.